Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you Game 7 and Part 1 of a two-part replay between AAA Makoz and EG Grubby here on Turtle Rock. Grubby now gonna get an Ultra of Storms, probably gonna get that Orc Burrow in just a second, and then get that Barracks in play. So Grubby most likely gonna try to go for a Blade Master or maybe a Farseer. Grubby may try to change it up a little bit against Makoz. Makoz doing the standard Ultra of King Barracks build. Excuse me, and now getting some, now finishing off this wall in right now. I'm going to get another farm here, so we'll see what's going to be, and we'll see what's going to happen really here. Altar of Kings, I'm expecting an Archmage. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen still. Barracks coming down, so Grubby, and let's see if he's going to produce an additional Peasant, or an additional Orc Burrow, or do a quick tech to Tier 2. No Voodoo Lounge quite yet, so Grubby, I'm not quite sure what he wants to do at this point in time in the game. Altar of Storms nearing completion. Burrow is going to be completed, and we'll see what hero it is going to be. Blade Master or Farseer. It is going to be the Blade Master on this map, most likely because the Ogre Warriors drop such good items for the Blade Master, and there's 4 of them on this map. Once again, Makoz now trying to get that additional farm, and we have an Archmage indeed from AAA Makoz, or is it Makoz or Makoz? I don't know. I'll just call him Makoz. Scout Tower now being built as well as an Arcane Tower in order to prevent any Blade Master harass. We'll see what's going to happen here in just a little bit. Archmage now trying to... Peon now trying to do some scouting around the map. Well, I am losing my voice. Good thing this is the last game. Right now, Peon moving on around the map. Not quite sure what he's going to... he's going to find out that this is not going to be... Well, it's going to be a semi-cross spawn, not a true cross spawn, as we have a Footman now moving out. And let's see if the Footman and the Archmage is going to do some creeping. Now we have Militia once again joining out as well. So the Archmage wanting to do some creeping, going to take on this Gigantuan Sea Turtle. Blade Master quickly taking out on his own Gigantuan Sea Turtle. So it is not going to be any harassment. Grubby going to decide to try to get that Blade Master to level 2, maybe take out the Ogre Warrior as quickly as possible. If he gets lucky, he could pick up a Slippers of Agility, a +3, and he does pick up the Slippers of Agility +3, so that's the best item that I can think of for Grubby to pick up in that particular situation. Archmage now trying to move out, going to try to take down this Peon right now. Wind walking from that Blade Master, picking up a Circlet of Nobility, so that Archmage or that Blade Master quickly has a +5. Archmage, on the other hand, wants to take on this Gigantuan Sea Turtle, try to finish off this particular creep, and just try to pick up as many items as it possibly can. Now that Peon, very, very low on hit points, going to get focused down to 25 hit points, and now picks up the item, so a Mantle of Intelligence +2, and gets level 2 because he was able to take down that Peon. Now Blade Master coming in to try to disrupt the creeping. Water Elemental low on hit points. Footman staying behind, taking additional blades in the back from that Footman. Footman desperately trying to run. Grunt getting in his way, and Footman is now trying to run away. Another Grunt may be able to get in front of him. No, not able to get in front of him, as the Footman now trying to run away. Blade Master is going to catch up to him, get that critical or that Windwalk strike, and be able to finish him off. Archmage now still trying to take down that another Grunt. Archmage sitting at level 2 compared to Blade Master's level 1 right now, but that +5 attack is pretty strong, as well as the additional mana for Windwalks at this point. We have a Voodoo Lounge now coming down, and a War Mill, and a Stronghold already being tech to, as opposed to a keep that is a little bit further behind right now. So we're not quite sure what Makoz is trying to really plan out. We have a Grunt now kind of come around the corner. Not quite sure what the Blade Master really wants to do. Perhaps wants to creep out these Ogre Warrior camps, or perhaps try to find the Archmage creeping. Archmage, Makoz not really... or playing like he's afraid of Grubby and that Blade Master right now. Doesn't want to get harassed, running around the map a little bit further away from that Blade Master, doing a more and not so dangerous creep camp, but that's just gonna allow the Blade Master to creep out the Ogre Warriors and get to level 2. Picks up a Ring of Protection +2, the worst item that he could possibly pick up. So Grubby's still not at level 2, going to take on this Ogre Warrior right now. Right now, in just a second, Archmage picks up a Slipper of Agility, so he has all 3 of the items right there. It's almost like 3 Circlets of Nobility. Or actually, no, it's not like 3 Circlets of Nobility. All 3 of those items together is like 1.5 Circlets of Nobility. Never realized how good the Circuit of Nobility really was. So now is he going to sell some of those items? Sells the Slippers, doesn't pick up any staff or any potions of invulnerability, and is now once again trying to run out. Water Elemental trying to run away from that Grunt. Grunt getting caught up a little bit. And Water Elemental doing some nice Nice just running around, and Grubby taking a lot of damage right now. Grubby's Blade Master now getting another ring of protection, so 5.5 armor on that Blade Master. Not that it's really going to matter, as he's probably just going to sell those rings of protection. Sells one, sells two, picks up some healing salves and a clarity potion. No, just some healing salves. And is now once again moving back out. Archmage now almost going to get to should be close to level 3. I don't know if he's going to quite get there, but should be fairly close. Gets a Ring of Protection +2 as well. So wow, all of those Ogre items, Ogre Warriors only giving rings of Protection so far. So not very good items at all, especially for Turtle Rock right now. So Archmage now sitting at level 2, almost level 3. Blade Master going to get a Wind Walk. Gonna find that this particular creep camp has just been cleared and come across the army of Makoz. So Makoz now trying to run away from his units. Blade Master may be able to get a critical strike or Windwalk strike, doing a lot of damage on that low hit point footman. Blade Master has that boot to speed, going to be able to pick off 2 of those footmen in just a second. Archmage trying to save that single hit point footman, getting blocked up by his own unit in just a little bit. Blade Master getting a critical strike off on that Archmage, and Archmage now taking damage, needs to run away as well. Tauren Chieftain is out. Tauren Chieftain now with endurance or trying to do some creeping of his own. Don't quite know if that's enough enough of an army to creep out any of these creep camps. Do we have bestiaries yet? We have a single bestiary and a spirit lodge producing spirit walkers, and most likely going to be producing raiders as well. Over here we have dual arcane sanctums, a mountain king joining, and the archmage and the mountain king now trying to move on out. Blade Master trying to creep out this gargantuan sea turtle camp. Blade Master very low on hit points, and very well timing his critical strikes, trying to get in some hits. Now healing as well as he can. So that's not quite sure what is going to be happening here. Tauren Chieftain now still sitting at level 1, make it to level 2 off of this gigantuan sea turtle. Not quite sure about this. I don't know how much a level 7 guy drops by himself. So let's see, 168, and yes, he drops 150 experience. So that's just enough to give him level 2. Archmage still sitting at level 2, wants to get to level 3. Militia now moving out with some priests in order to do some healing. So Archmage will get to level 3 in just a second. Drops a water elemental. Did it a little bit too early, so that water elemental taking some needless damage, going to fall really quickly. Ivory towers now being put down, so we're going to get some guard towers and an expansion attempt coming in from Makoz. And so those and we have a true sight on those towers, so very nicely done. And quickly making sure that that Blade Master is not nearby. Level 3 on the Blade Master in just a second, and now trying to take down these troll warlords. Water elemental doing a good job taking up a lot of that damage. Mountain King going to get to level 2 off of by killing that level 6 troll warlord, and gets devotion aura as well. Militia now going to be doing some speed building of a town hall. Blade Master nearby. Blade Master going to get seen in just a second, and now it is seen, gets a quick bolt and is going to try to run away. Boot to speed, and now trying to run away, getting a critical strike on a low hit point peasant. Peasant trying to run away, unable to do anything as that Blade Master is now invulnerable, trying to run away, trying to get some additional critical strikes, running that peasant back in, and now that poor peasant trying to run away. That Blade Master still able to, that 15-second invulnerability, very nicely done, and is now able to escape right now. Tauren Chieftain moving in, trying to take down the Arcane Vault at the main base. The Arcane Vault will fall in just a second. And stay tuned for part 2 and the conclusion of this replay between AAA Makoz and Grubby here on Turtle Rock.